Chef Marco, born and raised in the heart of Rome, wasn't always a culinary maestro. His journey began with his nonna's kitchen, filled with the intoxicating aromas of simmering sauces and freshly baked bread. Her passion for simple, fresh ingredients ignited a spark in young Marco. He was captivated by the way each ingredient, treated with respect and care, transformed into a symphony of flavors. Years later, this childhood fascination blossomed into a full-blown love affair with food. Marco honed his skills in renowned restaurants across Italy, mastering the art of traditional Italian cooking. His signature dish, a creamy, flavorful wild mushroom risotto, a testament to his Italian heritage and culinary prowess. Today, Chef Marco shares his passion and expertise, inviting you to recreate this culinary masterpiece in your own kitchen. Like any great masterpiece, a perfect risotto begins with the finest ingredients. Each element plays a crucial role in creating a harmonious blend of textures and tastes. Let's gather our culinary building blocks. Arborio rice. This Italian short-grain rice, with its high starch content, is essential for achieving the creamy texture that defines a perfect risotto. Wild mushrooms. A mix of earthy porcini, fragrant chanterelles and delicate oyster mushrooms adds depth and a woodsy aroma to our dish. Parmesan cheese. A generous grating of Parmigiano Reggiano provides a sharp, salty counterpoint to the richness of the risotto. White wine. A dry white wine like Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio adds a touch of acidity and complexity to the dish. Vegetable stock. A good quality vegetable stock forms the flavorful base of our risotto, infusing each grain of rice with savory depth. Onions and garlic. These aromatic staples provide a fragrant foundation for our risotto. Butter and olive oil. We'll use a combination of both for richness and flavor. Fresh parsley. A sprinkle of chopped fresh parsley adds a vibrant pop of color and freshness. Our culinary journey begins by creating a flavorful base for our risotto. Heat a generous drizzle of olive oil in a large, heavy-bottomed pot over medium heat. Add finely chopped onions and let them sizzle gently, their sweet aroma filling your kitchen. Once the onions turn translucent and soft, toss in minced garlic. Stir constantly, ensuring the garlic doesn't burn and turn bitter. The air will be thick with a savory fragrance, a promise of the deliciousness to come. Now it's time to introduce the stars of our dish, the mushrooms. Add your mixture of sliced wild mushrooms to the pot. Sauté them until they soften and release their earthy juices, their aroma mingling with the garlic and onions. With our aromatic base ready, it's time to introduce the heart of our risotto, the arborio rice, and pour the rice into the pot and stir it continuously for a minute or two. This crucial step, called toasting, helps the rice absorb flavors and maintain its shape during cooking. Now, pour in a generous splash of dry white wine. Listen as it sizzles upon contact with the hot pan, its sharp aroma filling the air. Stir continuously, allowing the rice to soak up every drop of the wine, its flavor mellowing and blending with the other ingredients. Now comes the most crucial part of our risotto journey, adding the stock. Warm your vegetable stock in a separate saucepan. Once it simmers gently, you can begin adding it to the rice, one ladleful at a time. This is where patience becomes your most valuable tool. Stir the rice constantly as it absorbs the stock, adding another ladleful only when the previous one is almost fully absorbed. This slow and steady process allows the rice to release its starches, resulting in the creamy texture that defines a perfect risotto. Remember, risotto is not a dish to be rushed. Embrace the rhythm of stirring and adding stock, allowing the flavors to meld and deepen with every ladleful. After about 20 minutes of patient stirring and stock adding, you'll notice the rice is almost cooked. It should be al dente tender with a slight bite. This is the perfect time for the grand entrance of our Parmigiano Reggiano. Take a generous handful of grated parmesan and sprinkle it over the risotto. Stir it gently, allowing the cheese to melt and envelop each grain of rice in its salty, nutty embrace. The heat from the risotto will transform the cheese into a creamy sauce, adding another layer of richness and depth to the dish. A symphony of flavors, final touches, and optional ingredients. With the parmesan incorporated, taste your risotto and adjust seasoning with salt and pepper as needed. Remember, tasting is crucial at every stage of cooking. It allows you to understand the evolving flavors and ensure a perfectly balanced dish. Now for the final flourish. Stir in a knob of cold butter for extra creaminess and a beautiful glossy sheen. Add a sprinkle of chopped fresh parsley for a burst of color and freshness. Feeling adventurous? You can customize your risotto with additional ingredients. Try adding some wilted spinach for a healthy boost, a drizzle of truffle oil for an indulgent touch, or some toasted pine nuts for added crunch. Plating with passion, presenting your masterpiece. You've poured your heart into creating this culinary masterpiece. Now it's time to present it with the same passion and care. Choose a warm, inviting plate that allows the colors and textures of your risotto to shine. Spoon the risotto onto the center of the plate, creating a gentle mound. Grate some extra parmesan cheese over the top for an added touch of elegance. Finish with a final drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of freshly cracked black pepper. From our kitchen to yours, a culinary adventure awaits. There you have it. Chef Marco's wild mushroom risotto, ready to be savored. This dish is more than just a recipe, it's an experience. A culinary journey that transports you to the heart of Italy with every bite. Remember, cooking is about experimentation and enjoyment. Don't be afraid to adapt this recipe to your liking, adding your personal touch to create a dish that reflects your unique taste. Share your culinary triumph. Join the conversation. We'd love to hear about your risotto adventure. Share your culinary creations with us using #ChefMarcosRisotto. Tell us about your experience, any tweaks you made, and how much you enjoyed the final product. Happy cooking!